Hi, welcome to Julius Bar. Today we are going to go over three really similar drinks. They are the Negroni sbagliato, and the Americano. So these three really common aperitif drinks, they share a common base of Campari and sweet vermouth in equal parts. Then the rest of the drink is composed by different alcohols, or not alcohols. But anyway, we are gonna go in reverse strength order. So let's first start with the Negroni. So the Negroni is a great classic, and he has even less variation than the two other drinks we will see shortly. So I'm gonna choose this glass, which will contain perfectly my big ice cube, and we're gonna start with equal parts Campari, 30 mils, vermouth, sweet vermouth, 30 mils. In this case I use the Carpano Antica formula, which is my go-to sweet vermouth for most things. And then I'm gonna use this the Botanist dry gin. It's a fairly standard gin, a nice dry gin, which is made on the Isle of Islay. An amazing small island in Scotland where they make some of the most amazing whiskies in the world. This gin, though, is fairly standard. It's a good gin, but nothing to write home about. Even the gin goes for 30 mils. And guess what? We are almost done. We just need to add our ice cube. Ooh. Well, let's stir it until we have it nice and cold. So you can build it also on ice, but I prefer it this way. Okay, I think we are done. And the traditional garnish will be a orange zest or an orange slice. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna squeeze the zest to get all the essential oils, discard it, and then add a wedge, an orange wedge right here on the side. So here you go, your Negroni. Let's give it a go. I'm gonna taste it again, everything later, but let's taste it right now. It's great. It's perfectly balanced. The slice here on the side actually is kind of annoying for my nose. I'm just gonna drop it in. And Negroni, simple, classic. If you had to choose only one aperitif drink, it might be the Negroni. And as I said before, it's really hard to screw up. The only way to screw it up, really, if you have some really poor ice or an extremely bad vermouth. Otherwise, I don't see how you can mess it up. Or if you don't go with a dry gin and you choose instead to go with a really flavorful gin, you might screw it up, but then you have to be really dumb. Really dumb. Okay, let's go. This is great. The nice orange flavor is definitely perfect. Now let's pass to the Negroni sbagliato. Negroni sbagliato is almost the same as a Negroni, but instead of gin we are gonna use some Prosecco or sparkling wine. And another difference is we are gonna build it on ice. So let's get our ice cubes. Being a lighter drink, by building it on ice, then later we don't even have to stir it to achieve desired ABV. So we start with vermouth. No, let's keep it consistent. So let's start with the Campari, and instead of 30 mils, we go 45 mils. You will see this built also in a bigger glass, so that it can contain a lot more liquid. I'm gonna build it in this small glass. Let's see how it goes, because last time I actually had a Negroni sbagliato, it was awful, and it's a few years I don't have one. And the reason why, it was too watery, either from the pour ice cubes used or from adding too much Prosecco. In this case I'm gonna do equal parts of everything, so I'm gonna go for 45 mils also of Prosecco. Let's open it. Let's get the yogurt on the side to assess again our Santa Julia Blanc de Blancs organic brut Mendoza Argentina Prosecco. Well, it's not a Prosecco, it's a sparkling wine. It's dry, it's not too dry. It doesn't taste cheap, but it's not expensive. And I'm really liking this because also I don't feel bad putting it in drinks, and I don't feel bad drinking it just like that during a meal. That's a nice sparkling wine. Is it coming? Okay, so let's measure this. Maybe I could just stop this off, but let's measure it just to be exactly as the recipe says. 45. Perfect. Let's put this on the side. As a garnish, what should we do? Let's just do a slice of orange again. Fresh and nice. There you go. Negroni sbagliato. Let's give it a slight stir, just, and then proceed with tasting. My last experience with this drink was terrible. Let's see how it goes this time. This is a good drink. You really have to be careful to not water it down too much. As I say, you could build it in a big glass like those for the spritz, but then you're gonna get a spritz, pretty much. If you put more wine and less of Campari and sweet vermouth, you're gonna basically get a watered down spritz. This one is good. It's not too light, and the Campari and the vermouth, they complement well the sparkling fizziness of dry sparkling wine. Actually, it's really good. I will start making it again because really I had to take a break from it, from that bad experience. That tells you how if you just have a bad experience in a bar with a drink, then you might not want to drink it anymore, but a drink is good. Let's compare it a bit to our classic Negroni. Ah, yeah. Stronger. Actually, it made a difference, the fact that I squeezed the orange peel. Maybe I should have squeezed it here too. But anyway, let's not waste too much time and let's pass to our Americano. So for Americano, no, really? Are you kidding me? Enough is enough. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, now that we got rid of the problem, we can pass to build our Americano. I'm gonna build it exactly like I built the Negroni sbagliato, on ice. Chronologically speaking, the Americano was the first to be invented of these three drinks. Negroni was second, and Negroni sbagliato was third. Negroni sbagliato was just a Negroni where somebody made a mistake and put Prosecco instead of gin. Let's get ices. Ice cubes. Can you say ices? Oh, that sounds bad. Let's say ice cubes. We got our ice cubes and we proceed with the first Campari. 45 ml of Campari. $45 ml of sweet vermouth, and the original recipe calls for a dash of soda. Now, I saw this billed even as a highball with half a bottle of soda, a great amount. Let's keep it like the original. I'm just gonna put a dash. And I'm gonna put a dash of Perrier, just like James Bond asked for. James Bond didn't drink just martini and Vespers. Apparently he drank a lot of other stuff, including Americano when he was in Italy. And probably was a good call. If you're a normal bar in Italy, you don't want to ask a martini. They might make a bit of a mess. As a garnish, again we go with tradition, lemon zest instead of orange. Apparently the orange was introduced when the Negroni was invented as a variation of the Americano. And then they said, okay, let's put the orange instead of the lemon. But in this case, we go super traditional with this lemon zest. And let's see how it is, if it is any different. A slight stir. Again, a short Americano, not one of those highball things somebody do. Cheers. This is great too. And I like the lemon. It makes it different. Otherwise you could just confuse it for the Negroni sbagliato. Let's go back to the Negroni sbagliato and give it a try. Actually, I might prefer the Americano to the Negroni sbagliato. I don't know, to me, the slightly bigger amount of sparkling wine cheapens it out a bit. Just, let's try again this one. love this. Just a great refreshing drink. Yeah, like James Bond is in Italy, he thought, and this will be perfect. Negroni is that tad more serious. Let's go back to it and see how much punch more we get. Yeah, more punch, but it's delicious too. I mean, either one of these. Let's give a last chance to the sbagliato. Yeah, all of these are great. And the main thing that screw them up is too much dilution, too much water getting into this drink. If you get the ice right, big, nice ice cubes, and you don't go too far in the sbagliato and in the Americano, you don't have to go too far with the soda and with the Prosecco, then you're gonna have really nice drinks. If you make it big, I think they kind of lose the point. They become either a spritz or a watered down, whatever that will be, but this is just great. So thanks for watching, and I guess I'm gonna finish all of this because they are delicious. Cheers. So are you okay? I didn't hurt you, did I? Okay, yeah, he was just all acting, eh? Are we still friends? Okay, good.